Okay, we are live, guys. 14 out of 14 channels. Hello and welcome. Let's turn that saturation down a little bit. It's looking a little weird. It's looking a little weird. We're going to soften that up a little bit because the lighting is really harsh. I've got it right in my face. Can you guys see that lighting? No, it's not on camera, is it? Show. Dave C. What's up, buddy? Show. Michael Goldsmith. Hey, what's up, Michael Goldsmith? What's up, Michael Goldsmith? Haven't seen you in a little while. I found some buds, guys. Some buds, bruh. Found some buds, bruh. Did you find some buds, bruh? Yeah, found some buds, bruh. You know, I usually take a nap in the middle of the day. I didn't today. You know what I did today? I went out in the creek, and it was kind of like a workout, you know. I was kind of doing this thing with my arms. I was fanning underwater. I'm fanning the sand with my hands and making these huge holes in the bottom of the creek so catfish. Oh, and I found a dead catfish. It's like this big, a dead catfish like that big, man, in the creek. It's probably already gone. I got it next to the creek. A raccoon probably already found it. I should have taken a picture of it, but yeah, man, fucking 4-inch long catfish, about an inch wide. I don't know why it was dead. I was like, I guess maybe I may have killed it by accident. It's possible that I killed it. Like maybe when I was moving a rock or something, I may have crushed it under a rock or something. I hope I didn't. But it looked like it'd been dead for a while. It wasn't like it died. It died today. Any pics? No, dude. I made this really nice dam today, man. I swept out the whole creek. I was in there making it so nice, digging out these big catfish holes and big murk. What happened? I found buds, bro. You guys want to see what I freaking found? Look at this. Can you believe this? It never ends. SoCali train wreck, blueberry, saltwater OG. I got off the phone with my friend Mark today. He's going to move into my house in California. Caretake it for me and stay there. It's going to be cool, actually, to have him there. And maybe, I don't know, we'll see if he wants to, maybe he could start, shipping out triage oil for me. Wouldn't that be cool? Now, I've got another friend, Lily. She could do it. She's already done it. She did a bottle for Jimmy. We'll just have to ask Mark and see, if that's true and you guys are looking for triage oil that might be back on the market here. So with someone in that home, I'll be able to do that. He's done so much for me. You guys have no idea. It's almost like I'm there. Between him and my friend Laura and Lily, man, they have handled everything for me and made my life Gesundheit. Made my life twice. They've made my life so much better. They've really helped immensely. So, yeah, man. Maybe a bong rip and some discussion. You guys want to talk? We had a 4-hour show earlier today. What was it, 4 hour and 45 minutes, something like that? Long show. We discussed the gun legislation that I guarantee you wasn't going to pass. The Republicans offered up legislation, and the Democrats weren't interested in any of it. They didn't want to hear any of it. It was just so typical of American politics, You ready to bong along? I got you, son. No law regarding bonging along with Michael Goldsmith. Cheers, everybody. I don't want to keep them waiting. Here, let's go up here with this one, and let's go down here. Let's make this smaller. He's ready to bong along. I bong along. Cheers. Mortal, what's up, buddy? Mimosa? That sounds sweet. This is nice, Hans. Chilling. Us hanging out. Doing stuff. Making it happen. I had a lot of fun in my creek just now. I found a piece of glass. I almost cut myself on it. Yeah, man, my finger hit it, and I looked at my finger, and I was like, dude, that felt like glass. And I put my hand back in there, and sure enough, this big old shard, bro, off of a broken Pepsi bottle, an old one. It looked like it had the striation lines, those weird swirly lines kind of in it. It could have been from a glass, like a drinking glass too, with like a soda fountain type glass or something. It was thick glass, bottle glass, and every single edge on that thing was sharp. And it's a miracle that I did not cut myself on it because my hand hit it. And I was like, that felt like glass, man. I'm gonna be careful. I'm gonna put my hand in there all slow and pulled it out. And I was like, son of a bitch. But that's what I'm doing, man. I'm in there and I'm trying to find every last piece of glass that I can because I want to spend a lot of time. I want people to come down in there. I want to have fun in there. And I want to get all the glass out of there, man. If that's possible. I'm sure it's not possible. But as much as I can so no one has an accident in there. Could be deadly. Someone could bleed out in there, Don't want that to happen. So I don't mind spending a little extra time, going through the sand and just you get the sticks out of there, you get anything, it's old leaves and stuff, and it makes it so nice. It's all white beach sand now, man. There is so much beautiful sand. The whole creek, bro, it is all just white sand now, man. And it's, it's a resource. It's beautiful. I want to take that stuff and pile it up on my bank and have a sandy beach, And I can do that. And as I do that, I make the creek nice and deep. And then I hit rock. And then it's just down to the rocky bottom, bro. And you get this nice gully, bro, where the catfish go in these crevices. And I picked up a crawdad. I had picked up this, it was a sandbag, but it's a cement bag. I picked that up, and there was a huge crawdad on it. Well, not huge, but it was like that big, like 2 inches long. And he was trying to grab minnows while I had him on the rock. I was watching him, and he was getting close to the surface. And, like, he would see particles swimming by, and he would try to grab them with his claws. I was like, dude, they'll just grab a minnow swimming by. Have I seen any shrimp? No, but I bet you there's shrimp in there. I saw an eel, bro. Got a video of an eel. You may have seen that. And I pulled out a dead catfish today. I don't know if you heard that. I pulled out a dead catfish. It was about 4 inches long. It's sitting there on the bank. I could go take a picture of it right now, I bet. Yeah, you saw the eel? But it's exciting, seeing all the animals that come out of that freaking. And I saw a barred owl this morning in the sunlight, plain as day, flew right in front of me and the dog. In fact, Rogan tried to go after a barred owl yesterday. It flew down on the grass, and he ran after it. It took off before he got anywhere near it. And then he got confused. He was like, trying to figure out where it went. It's like, it is right above you, bro. It's right in the tree above you, looking down at you. And then it just stayed up there and looked down at us the whole time. It's like, you bitches, scaring me. We have grass shrimp, like 2 inch long grass shrimp. Wow. So I got the SoCali train wreck. I got the blueberry. I got the saltwater OG. Whatever. Fuck it. None of my business. I don't give a fuck. Let's see if there's any more shootings since, what was it, Tulsa? Lawmaker pulls out weapons on webcam. I can do whatever I want with my guns. I saw that live. You guys missed it. But it was the same hearing that we were watching today. And this guy was on the Zoom chat, and he had a whole bunch of guns. He's like, this clip will not fit in this gun. He was like, this gun is not designed for a 7-round clip. This is designed for a 14-round clip. It was just hilarious. You guys want to see it? I got it right here for you. Oh. I gotta turn on the speaker here. Boodleep.
So this gun would be banned.
I hope the gun is not loaded.
I'm at my house. I can do whatever I want with my guns.
That guy said, I hope that gun's not loaded. He said, I'm in my house. I can do whatever I want with my guns. And then he throws it down. You hear him throw the gun down on the table? Dude, such attitude, man. I'm in my house. I can do whatever I want with my guns.
This gun would be banned.
I hope the gun is not loaded.
I'm at my house. I can do whatever I want with my guns.
A Florida lawmaker pulled out several guns as he participated remotely in a House Judiciary Committee meeting on reducing gun violence. He pulled out guns as a freaking show and tell on an anti-gun bill discussion. Here, they're going to show more.
Right here in front of me, I have a Sig Sauer P226. Comes with a 21-round magazine. This gun would be banned. And don't let them fool you that they are not attempting to take away your ability to purchase handguns.
If you're not here for the children, why don't you go to the funeral of the killer? We're here to get things done and protect our kids. What's your job?
People on the other side of the aisle come in and accuse Republicans of being complicit in murder, and that we put our right to kill over others' right to live.
He's making, hey Anissa, how's it going? She's crying, she's sad, she's holding hands with somebody. She's got a green heart, she's got 3 red broken hearts, she's got a white square and a happy face. I don't know what that means, but hi Anissa. This guy right here, he makes an excellent point. He really does. He really does. You Republicans are murderers.
Think we don't have hearts? Your ideas have been shown to get people killed.
Now, what they're not going to show you is that he earlier brought up the information showing that gun deaths are higher in democratically run cities. It's true. And he claims it's because they have gun-free zones. They strip down the police. They don't let the police work as closely with people, you know, and be as, you know, like stop and frisk and shit like that. All kinds of reasons, right? It's unfortunately for Democrats, that man is telling the truth. It's true. It's factual. And he has every reason to be angry like that. I want you to see how angry he was.
And it went in.
Why don't you go to the funeral of the
Look
killer?
at how angry
We're here to get
this
things
guy is.
done.
He's a
and protect our
Republican.
kids.
Remember that.
What's your job?
People on the other side of the aisle come in and accuse Republicans of being complicit in murder, and that we put our right to kill over others' right to live. You think we don't have hearts? Your ideas have been shown to get people killed.
So it says the bill, if it became law, would raise the age for buying some semi-automatic centerfire rifles from 18 to 21 and strengthen existing regulations on ghost guns, among other things. Why don't you just say everything, CNN? Why are you restricting the information? You know, this is what CNN does. They don't want to tell you everything because they know if they tell you everything, you're not going to support it either. Freaking psychotic. Oops, that's the wrong button. There we go. Hey, Amadeus, what's up, buddy? So Anissa Rivera never explained to me what she was doing with all of those emotes. Okay, I didn't get it. I didn't get the message. I did not get the message. Lawmaker pulls out guns on webcam during anti-gun bill reading. I could do whatever I want with my guns, he said. I'm in my own home. I can do whatever I want with my guns. You know, if he wants to take a loaded gun and juggle it around, you know, and lightly, you know, dangle his finger in front of the trigger, he can do it. He can do whatever he wants. He had a point there. There's no laws against what he was doing. Yeah, whatever. Some dad went viral on TikTok because he's giving up his guns. Oh, way to go, Dad! Way to go! And when you know another country invades here and they come to your door and you don't have your gun to protect your children, explain that. Explain that doozy of a situation. Tropical storm watch issued for southern Florida. Queen pulls out of a Jubilee service due to discomfort. Ooh, the Queen was discomforted. Michael Avenatti sentenced to 4 years in prison for stealing $300,000 from Stormy Daniels. What a dumbass. Fucking thief piece of shit. Take my weapons, I can't handle them. Fucking. Ooh, Dad goes viral on TikTok because he surrenders his ability to protect his family. That's what it should say. Fuck that guy. Any other dads want to sell an AR-15 cheap? Let me know. I'm in the market. First grade teacher goes viral for items she bought in the event of an active shooting. Whatever. Oh my god. We're all such a bunch of pussies, man. Let's go over to Fox News and see what they got up. I said I wasn't going to go there anymore because they're stupid pop-up bullshit, right?
Look at this.
Uh, I can't stand virtue signaling. By the way, cheers, Nate, for being my first follower on Twitter. Absolutely, brother. Everybody follow Amadeus on Twitter. Nullifies anything you did to say, hey, look at me. I can't stand virtue signalers. To me, that nullifies anything you did to say, hey, look at me. Why U.S. gas prices are at a record and while they'll stay high for a long time. Are they going to try to blame Putin? I wonder. This should be interesting. This is a CNN article. Ooh, it's a video. Russia's invasion of Ukraine is a major reason that U.S. drivers are paying record prices for gasoline. But it's not the only cause of the spike. Numerous factors are pushing prices up. Dude, prices were jacking up before he ever invaded Ukraine. That's a fact. It's provable. Okay, so it's bullshit when they try to say this is Putin's price hike, Putin's gas prices. No, they're yours. They're America's. And we were getting boosted way before Putin ever took over Ukraine. So it's psychotic for these people to try to push it down your throats that way. Gas prices were already expected to breach $4 a gallon for the first time since 2008, with or without shots fired in Eastern Europe. There it is. They're being honest now. This is what I told my mom. I was like, give them 2 months, and they're going to have to tell you what happened in Donbass in 2014. Give them 2 months, and Mom's going to know the story from MSM. She's going to be hearing about it from Lester Holt and Hoda. They're going to have to tell her that they've been lying all along, that they knew all along that America started this war, and now they're going to have to be honest and be like, this is why your gas is $11 a gallon. It's because America went into Ukraine and overthrew the government, and the Ukrainian government started murdering ethnic Russians since 2014 to the tune of 14,000 ethnic Russians. They murdered them. And then finally, Putin had enough. That and the NATO installations and, us trying to shut down the Nord Stream 2 pipeline. We've been, ignoring Russia at the international desk, at the international table. And so, Barack Obama started that bullshit. Oh, I'm not going to speak to him. Oh, it's your Christians with your guns. Whatever. It's all a game. It's all a big game. And you can thank Barack Obama for getting us into this war. Because he's the one that started it. You know? Who overthrew the government? Who overthrew the government of Ukraine? It's the CIA. 2014. Who was the president of the United States and made sure that that happened? Barack Obama. He started this war. He's a war criminal. He started the war. It just took until 2021, or I guess, when did it start? 2022? For Putin to respond. That's all. It took a while. I guess he'd had his fill. You know, he finally, I guess he had a line in the sand and we crossed it. Monique. Good evening, Monique. It was too high before the war, like $4.15 a gallon. Yeah. So anytime you hear someone on mainstream media calling this Putin's price hike, anytime you hear this dumb cunt that speaks for Joe Biden, that goes out there and says Putin's gas price hike, just remember, this was Barack Obama's gas price hike, okay? Barack Obama's the one that's responsible for this war. Crypto's looking okay. It's trying to come back. It's trying to make a comeback. Go Cardano, go. That's all I got to say about that. And I made a video. Underwater video today. HD. Really nice. Really nice. It's got sound too. Kind of cool. Right? So it's on my phone. If I turn the camera on, the camera's right there. I turn the camera on, connect it to this. I'm sure the camera has to be on for it to work. Let me see what happens here. Okay. So, yeah, I'll be able to show you some of this underwater footage, man. It's just of the creek, but it's really super clear, man, which is cool. It's really nice. Super clear. Okay. It says memory full. I'm connecting it right now. Okay. Connected. And videos, so simple. I love this camera. Play the video. Okay. Okay, man. Here we go. And there is sound. It's kind of quiet. And let me just turn the brightness down here a little bit.
Good. I got my kiss. See, that brings to your death.
Found a new dispensary where eights are only $20. That's nice. John Mallory, hello.
Believe it or not, this table.
Nick Brown 3. Nick, what's up, buddy? That whole disaster right there has been fixed. I got a whole new dam system today.
Uh-oh. Yeah. What happened to her sister? I think what her sister has CA.
Creek, brah.
I didn't hear what you said. Yep.
It was a little out of focus here for a second. See all the silt on the floor of the creek right there? That's all cleaned up now. It's all white now
You were trying to.
because I removed those dams and rebuilt them.
Trying to reach up. Oh, really? Yeah, I think he was trying to reach you. Were you trying to reach up? Yeah. Yeah. Yes, I keep that. Is that a way?
It could. Oh, it gets really deep when the hurricanes come through, dude. This is going to be 6 feet deep. You know, I'm going to have to get all my stuff away from there because it'll just get swept down. I got pieces of sheet metal, pieces of 2x4. I've got cinder blocks and rocks and all kinds of things. I got to drag those all up on the shore whenever it gets crazy. Super skunk, hell yeah! Hybrid, not bad for price. Right on. Big Merc. Tropical storm, yeah, right. They're saying southern Florida. What about us? I wonder. Check out those mosquito fish. It's a good shot of them, man. It's so nice and clear, isn't it? God damn, it's so clear. The cameras, and this is not even in 4K. This I can't remember where I had it set. I set it on 2.5, I think, but man, this has got 4K too. So this is like double 1080p resolution. 30 frames per second. Good night, Mom. Love you. I love that split screen, and now that I can see this camera, unlike the other one, this camera broadcasts to the phone, so I can literally see what I'm doing while I'm doing it outside the water, you know? So I can see if it's half in and half out of the water. I can see if I spot a fish or a crawdad or something, you know? It's great. I can see the angle the lens is at. I'm not just guessing, you know? And this was all just practicing and learning and stuff. I wasn't really focusing on getting good shots. I was just learning how this thing worked, you know, with the phone app, because ooh, I think I just saw a crawfish. Because you gotta, if you submerge the the camera all the way underwater and you go like a few inches under, it loses connection with the cell phone. So there's a couple ways around that. You can hold the phone close to the water, which is, sketch as fuck. Or you can this is the cool thing that I learned. You can take the camera and stick it half in and half out of the water, and it'll connect no problem. And as long as the lens is underwater, like right there, like if I don't go too deep and it's just near the edge, it's near the top, man, it does not disconnect at all. So I can just, dip the camera in the water so it's totally under, so the lens is underwater, but the back of the camera is out of the water, and then it totally connects. I wish there was an external antenna connection on this thing with a wire extender antenna. I was hoping I'd see a catfish under these rocks. Oh, dude, I should have kept the camera right there. Damn it. That was pretty cool. That was a cool shot under the dam. I got to remember that. That's where fish like to sit. I love my creek, man. I love it so much. It's so relaxing and fun. I can spend hours out there, man. I get sun, and I'm getting a workout with my hands when I'm fanning the making those deep areas. See over there on the left, those are little deep areas that I made by fanning the sand with my hand, and it's a good workout, man, for my upper body. It's great, and my legs too. And then I'm moving all these heavy rocks around and shit. Big pieces of poured concrete. They're like sandbags, but they're concrete bags. I'm hoping I see something cool down there crawling around. Because there's so many crawfish in there, it's crazy. I see one almost every time I'm in there. They like to stay on black things, Thank you, Amadeus. Clams. Yeah, they've got the mussels, and there's like little freshwater clams in there too. Some of them are fatties, pregnant. Yeah, pregnant minnows. That's nice the way that lit up like that. All of that rock right there is actually mud. All that rock is compressed mud. It's amazing, and it's just so old that it's just formed like rock. But you can chip it apart with your fingers. You want to explore the creek? Hell yeah. This is a nice deep area right here. Watch this. This is about 3 feet deep. One of the areas that I made. Lots of catfish in this area. Stone animals in the sediment. Huh. I'm Adidas. What's your Twitter handle? Okay, let's go to the next video. Look at all those fish, guys. I'm getting better already, right? I thought there might be a crawfish in there. It's Alt Glass Photos. I'm Adidas's Alt Glass Photos. ALTGLAS PHOTOS 1S. Trying to creep up around this corner here to the right to see if there was anything sitting there, you know. Right there. It's so cool the way the sunlight is hitting the floor of the creek. That's an awesome effect, man. I bet you there's some crawfish in all that black right there. They love that shit. There's one. Oh shit. Dude. I think I just saw one to the left. Oh no. No. It's just some pine needles. My bad. Oh, I thought that for sure that was a crawfish. That's funny. That's the bottom of the dam right there. That's underneath the dam. What's the biggest crawdad? Like 2 inches. Not that big. But my friends here in the Springs, they've got them in an aquarium and they've got them like 4 inches big. They get huge. I think he said more like 5 inches. They're really big. Yeah, they taste great. And this is spring fed, so this is all just, even though these things just eat garbage, crawdads just eat frickin' straight garbage. You know, they do. They eat the shit of other animals. They're bottom feeders. But they'll catch a fish, man. I saw one try to catch a fish today. That's a cool angle right there. Split shot. Split view. That's beautiful, man. Yeah, if they can snap it right when it's floating by. I saw them trying to do that. Now this mussel is alive and it's gonna, if you watch it here in about 15 seconds, it's gonna move. You'll see it try to dig into the sand here. Right about here. Watch this. Boom. See that? Isn't that cool? So if you watch this in about another 20 seconds, it's going to do it again. It's going to try to dig itself a little bit deeper. A horde of crawfish. Wow, baloney. See it? It just did it again. It's pretty cool. There it goes. Look at that. Three pulses to get into the berry itself. That's why they call them mussels, man. They got a muscle. Freaking Oracle is here, everybody. What's up, Freaking Oracle? How's it going? Here's a nice deep area, guys. You might see a fish, man. You might see a catfish or something. Maybe we'll get lucky. I haven't watched this footage yet. Man, it shouldn't be blurry. Hold on. There we go. Look at all those fish, guys, coming at the camera. What a cool view, bro. Watch all the fish. Look at that. Look at all the fish. So cool, man. So cool. Look at them all flying towards the... I got them coming towards me, man. Isn't that great? I was looking for a crawfish in there. I thought I might get lucky. Dude, all the poking around I did, I'm surprised I didn't see a crawfish. I am surprised. If there is one on camera, I didn't see it on the phone when I was filming it. I saw one later, though. A big one. They're everywhere. They're like the coolest thing, man. They're so cool. So every once in a while, I'll fuck with one a little bit, you know? I'll like cup them in my hands and shit. I'll put them in a little tide pool, you know? That's it. Pretty cool, man. What do you guys say about that? It was pretty cool. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Look how rough I look. Rough. So rough. Ugh, it's hard to look at. Let's tone that down a little bit. Yeah, let's take some of that shine off my face. There we go. That's a lot better. Hey, you know, I gotta say, man, for an old man, I don't look that bad, man. Up close, that's not so bad, man. I got some character. Man. It's not bad. Why is the game turned all the way up? That's kind of weird. Huh? That's weird. Why don't you come up here? Okay, come over here. We're good on lighting here. Do we want to go a little brighter? That's good. A little bit more color now that you guys aren't so close to me. And let's adjust that white balance, shall we? Let's make that look a little bit more realistic. Okay, cool. All right. So there's a video here about why our gas prices are so high. I think we should watch this video and smoke a bong rip, because I'm going to need to smoke a bong rip. Because if they try to blame Putin for what we know is something we're doing to ourselves, I need to be high to deal with it. Also, I want to turn this camera off. Let me see if I can do that just by holding this button. So it goes to, oh, there, it shut off. It worked. Okay, cool. I think that's only the second time I was able to shut the camera off. Like two other times I wanted to shut the camera off, I had to pull the battery out. Not really that big of a deal, you know. It's not that hard to pull the battery out and put it back in. It just takes a second. But there's something wrong with the camera. It's obviously not working perfectly, you know, if you can't hold the power button and turn the thing off. But it worked that time. It shut off that time. So, did you see that video I sent you about BC? No, dude. What'd you send me, bro? What'd you send me? Is it on Twitter? Rock Glen here this summer for some water footage. Hope to get out to Rock Glen. Okay. Have you gone to the end of the creek? Have I gone to the end of the creek? No, I've gone to the beginning of the creek, but I haven't gone to the end of it. No. I've got to do that. See where it comes out at. Me and my friend Billy are having a disagreement as to where it goes. So I'm going to have to walk it. Here's the stupid video from CNN. Is there no sound?
It seems twisted that getting to work is financially crushing Liz and Scott Angstad. Their combined commute more than 500 miles each week through New Jersey, with Scott paying $6.19 a gallon for his diesel-powered pickup. Their monthly gas bill has nearly doubled in a year, now over $1,000.
We cut back in our groceries and what we eat. We cut back more than half of what we're going to travel this summer. We wouldn't think that we would be talking about money every single day.
While this couple's commute is longer than most, as more workers get called back to the office, millions are feeling this squeeze. With the national average gas price more than $4.60 a gallon, at some California stations, the price is higher than the federal minimum wage.
It's already bad.
So far, they've spent 49 seconds telling us exactly what we all already know. Wow, gas prices are bad. Wow, gas prices are high. Wow, people are struggling. Wow, you're struggling. Wow, wow, wow. 49 seconds. This thing's only 2:57. You know, when are they going to get to the meat?
Worse,
fucking CNN.
And it's definitely not going to get much better.
The average U.S. commute now costs an extra $35 a month compared to pre-COVID. Far more in cities like L.A., San Francisco, Chicago, and New York.
I'm not able to work from home.
Spencer.
Still, hey man, life really sucks for all of us right now. Okay, we're 1 minute and 4 seconds in. You still haven't told us why. This says you were going to tell us why.
Jewel says he's paying an extra $50 a month to get to work in Greensboro, North Carolina.
When is it going to come to an end?
I can't work.
In Atlanta, Kirsten Ashley says gas is too pricey for her to take a job.
It's not worth it almost because I'm getting paid maybe $10, $12 an hour.
An international survey conducted last November found 64% of workers would consider looking for a new job if forced to return full-time.
So they're just blowing smoke. I'm not even going to listen to the rest of this. They're not going to tell us what they said they were going to tell us. And I'm not going to waste any more of your time with this bullshit. I don't know what the fuck that was all about. Oh man, Mark is awesome. Mark is putting all of the components in the shipping boxes. exactly how they want. The wires, the remote, everything, dude. He's putting all my cable shit in the shipping boxes and shipping that shit out. It's fucking great. Fantastic. Anyway, they weren't going to tell us. So the article said why U.S. gas prices are at a record and why they'll stay high for a long time. And then there's a video that is unrelated to this story. So let's move on with the story. Russia's invasion of Ukraine is the major reason that U.S. drivers are paying record prices for gasoline. No, it's not. No, it's not a major reason that U.S. drivers are paying. It's our fantastic, great sanctions. You know, we imposed these crazy sanctions on Russia, so Russia went ahead and did it back to us. That's us. That's a direct response to what Kamala Harris was bragging about. They're the greatest sanctions ever. Oh, yeah. Gas prices kept going up. Oh, such great sanctions. Gas prices kept going up. Numerous factors are pushing prices up, with regular gasoline hitting a record $4.67 a gallon. Gas prices were already expected to breach the $4 a gallon mark for the first time since 2008, with or without shots fired in Eastern Europe or economic sanctions imposed on Russia. How Russia's war is straining the global economy. It's Russia's war. This is how they, it's not, the United States started it. It's America's war that Russia is responding to. That Russia is finally standing up to American imperialism. Kudos. It's about time somebody stood up to the bully on the block. Don't you think? Aren't you sick of it? Hey man, let me know in the chat if you're fucking sick of American imperialism. I want to hear from you. Let me know. You guys probably know what it is. You understand it. Let me know if you're fucking as sick of it as I am. And obviously Vladimir Putin is too. He's fucking sick of it. He's not having it anymore. Not going to have it. Russia's war on Ukraine is causing a global scramble for essential commodities such as wheat, natural gas, and sunflower oil. But how are shortages on these goods resulting in an export ban on palm oil in Indonesia and skyrocketing dairy prices in the UK? CNN Business senior writer Julia Horowitz talks us through the economic domino effect rocking global markets. Yeah, whatever. That's because there's a number of reasons besides the disruption of Russian oil exports driving prices higher, according to Tom Clausa, global head of energy analysis for the OPIS, which tracks gas prices for AAA, and making predictions about where prices will go has proved difficult. Wednesday's record is already higher than Clausa a few weeks ago expected prices would reach. As school let out and summer travel picks up, so will gasoline demand and price, he said. Anything goes from June 20th till Labor Day. Here's what's behind the record price surge. Okay, it's the very first thing it says is Russia's invasion of Ukraine. It's weird, isn't it? Russia's invasion of Ukraine. Russia is one of the largest oil exporters on the planet. In December, it sent nearly 8 million barrels of oil and other petroleum products to global markets, 5 million of them as crude oil. Very little of that went to the United States. Oh, well, then that shouldn't be affecting us at all, should it? Should it? Do they realize that they put that in there? I bet they're going to make this, I bet they're going to delete this article like they always do. They just outed themselves right there. Do you guys want to see it? Very little of that went to the United States. I didn't make that up. It's literally on the page. And I want you guys to see it. Russia's one of the largest oil exporters on the planet. In December, it sent nearly 8 million barrels of oil and other petroleum products to global markets. 5 million of them is crude oil. Very little of that went to the United States. So why is Russia's invasion of Ukraine listed first under why U.S. gas prices are at a record and why they'll stay high for a long time if very little of that oil and gas from Russia went to the United States? Huh, isn't that weird? In 2021, Europe got 60% of the oil and 20% went to China, but oil is priced on global commodity markets, so the loss of Russian oil affects prices around the globe no matter where it is used. What do you mean loss of Russian oil? I don't know how it's lost. They're just selling it to other different people now. If you don't want to buy Russian oil, they found other people to buy it. So what do you mean loss of Russian oil? The concerns about disrupting global markets led Western nations to initially exempt Russian oil and natural gas from the sanctions they put in place to protest the invasion. But in March, the United States announced a formal ban on all Russian energy imports. And Monday, the EU announced a ban on imports of Russian oil by ship, which represented about 2/3 of the oil European nations imported from Russia. Russia's oil is slowly and steadily being removed from global markets. So there's no correlation. There's not even any causation there. There's no causation. There's no correlation. Why did they even mention that? Isn't that weird? Didn't you see that there's no conclusion? There's no, hence, this is why the prices of oil have gone up in America. This whole section, that whole section. Isn't that funny? The concerns led Western nations to initially exempt oil, but in March, the United States announced a formal ban on all Russian energy imports. Doesn't say there's no causation there at all. Isn't that weird? They're just stating weird facts that are unrelated. It's almost like this is another fluff. No, this is fluff. This is just a fluff piece. When are they going to offer you actual answers, I wonder? Let's find out. One factor keeping oil prices somewhat in check, no, that's not what you were going to tell us. You're going to tell us why they're high, has been the surge of COVID cases and strict lockdown rules in much of the country. That was a major drag on demand for oil. But as COVID surge has started to retreat, no, it's not retreating. Everybody I know has COVID right now. You guys? You guys hearing all your friends are getting COVID right now? All of our friends have it. Everyone. Everyone's got fucking COVID. You guys know this, right? Yeah. So that's bullshit reporting right there. But as surge has started to retreat, dude, this is bullshit reporting by I'm not anecdotal, bro, but I'm just telling you, everybody I know has COVID right now. So CNN is lying. That's bullshit. Can you guys see that okay? Oracle. Happy 420. Happy 420, I'm Adidas. Yield. Cheers, Oracle. Cheers, guys. I'm just pulling shit apart like I always do. I'm not crazy, guys. I'm sure you can agree with everything I'm saying. Do I need to make this bigger so you can see it? No problem, man. Here. But as COVID surge has started to retreat, the lockdowns are being lifted in major cities such as Shanghai, and more demand without increased supply can only drive up prices. Less oil and gas from other sources. Oil prices plunged when pandemic-related stay-at-home orders around the world crushed demand in the spring of 2020. That's what you just said. You just repeated yourself. This is fluffy as fluff can be. This is the fluffiest of all fluffiness. And crude briefly traded at negative prices. Right, I remember that. In response, OPEC and its allies, including Russia, agreed to slash production as a way to support prices. Oh. And even when demand returned sooner than expected, they kept production targets low. So they deliberately harvested less oil. U.S. oil companies don't adhere to those types of nationally mandated production targets. Okay, so U.S. didn't do it. Isn't that funny? You see this? U.S. oil companies don't adhere to those types of nationally mandated production targets, but they have been reluctant or unable to resume producing oil at pre-pandemic levels amid concerns that tougher environmental rules could cut future demand. Many of those stricter rules have been scaled back or failed to become law. The Biden administration is suddenly interested in more drilling, not less. Robert McNally, president of consulting firm Rapidian Energy Group, said earlier this spring, people are more worried about high oil prices than anything else. It takes time to scale up production, particularly when oil companies are facing the same supply chain and hiring challenge as thousands of other U.S. businesses. I don't buy that. I don't buy it. Those are high-paying jobs. And if they need to fill those jobs, I'm sure they can find men and women to fill those jobs. No problem. They can't find people and can't find equipment, McNally added. It's not like they're available at a premium price. They're just not available. Bullshit. They've cut back on production. There's more than enough equipment available. You're a fucking liar. This is fluffy fluffersons on a fluffy fluff, cottony, fluffy marshmallow fluff puff mushroom. Oil stocks have generally lagged the broader market over the last 2 years, at least until the recent run-up in prices. Oil company executives would rather find ways to boost their share price than increase production. Just raise prices. Oil and gas companies do not want to drill more. They're under pressure from the financial community to pay more dividends, to do more share buybacks instead of the proverbial drill, which is the way they would have done things 10 years ago. Corporate strategy has fundamentally changed. Yeah, there's other ways to make money. Wow, who'd have thought about it? Without fucking drilling holes and spilling oil all over the planet, they finally figured out there's other ways to make money. This is what I've said for years. Why the fuck do you make money, fucking poisoning the planet? At what point in your life did you say, yeah, I want to poison the planet and make money doing it, and think that would be a good idea? The proverbial drill bibliography of corporate system has fundamentally changed. One of the starkest examples, ExxonMobil, XOM, last month announced first quarter profits of $8.8 billion, more than triple the level of a year ago. Well, that's all you need to know. There you go. We're paying at the pump while they're making more than 3 times as much money. Well, there you go. They've jacked up the fucking price so they can make this massive profit. They're fucking crackheads, and they can't stop. Oh, don't regulate corporations, says the libtard cunt motherfuckers. Don't regulate the corporations. They'll regulate they'll self-regulate. They're gonna self-regulate. Don't worry, to regulate them. Because the gas company and the oil companies have done such a great job of regulating themselves, haven't they? Think about it. They've done such a great job of regulating themselves since the government, Barack Obama and fucking cunt fucking Donald Trump and cunt fucking Joe Biden have lifted all these fucking regulations on drilling. It said it right there. The Biden administration is suddenly interested in more drilling, not less. Hey man, this whole article could be fucking bullshit, but I'm just telling you, that's probably true. That's probably a fact, Because Biden administration will fucking say this out on one side and do this. They'll say one thing and do another. More than triple the level of a year ago when excluding special items. It also announced a $30 billion share repurchase plan, far more than the $21 billion to $24 billion it expects to spend on all capital investment, including searching for new oil. Not only is oil production lagging behind pre-pandemic levels, U.S. refining capacity is falling. Today, about 1 million fewer barrels of oil a day are available to be processed into gasoline, diesel, jet fuel, and other petroleum-based products. State and federal environmental rules are prompting some refineries to switch from oil to lower carbon renewable fuels. Some companies are closing older refineries rather than investing what it would cost to retool to keep them operating, especially with massive new refineries set to open overseas in Asia, the Middle East, and Africa into 2023. And the fact that diesel and jet fuel prices are up far more than gasoline prices show that refiners are shifting more to their production to those products. Economics mandate you make more jet and diesel fuel to the detriment of gasoline. But supply is only part of the equation for prices. Demand is the other key, and while it's very strong right now, it's still not back to pre-pandemic levels. Do you see they're not mentioning Putin at all? And every dumb cunt that you've heard on the mainstream media say Putin's petrol price hike is a dumb fucking cunt, lying sack of shit. This literally, they're not saying that it's that at all. The U.S. economy had record job growth in 2021. While those gains have slowed, they remain historically strong. Demand is getting strong. Demand is getting another boost as the many employees who have been working from home for much of the last 2 years return to the office. The start of the summer travel season on Memorial Day weekend is likely to spark the typical annual increase in demand for gas and jet fuel. U.S. airlines all report very strong bookings for summer travel, even with airfares climbing above pre-pandemic levels. It's going to be very strong. It's very strong. Very strong. Bigly. The end of Omicron surge and the removal of many COVID restrictions is encouraging people to get out of the house for more shopping, entertainment, and travel, and vermin spreading. Let's spread some pandemic around, yeah. Spread that pandemic around. Put some over there. Achoo. Infect everybody. We got a super spreader event. Everybody here, just breathe in the vent. Get some COVID right here, right now. Go home and have a 40% chance of getting diabetic somehow. Start of summer travel season, Memorial Day weekends likely to spark the trickle. Annual increases in demand for gasoline and jet fuel. U.S. airlines all report very strong bookings for summer travel, with airfares climbing above pre-pandemic levels. This is slow jamming the news with me. U.S. trips in passenger vehicles increased 10% since the beginning of this year, according to the mobility research firm INRIX. Commuting may remain down slightly. Many who plan to return to the office will be there only 3 or 4 days a week, and the total number of jobs is still slightly below 2019 levels, but there will be periods, most likely this summer, with higher demand for gas than during comparable periods before pandemic. Clouser predicts even before Ukraine. I was expecting to break the record. Now it's a question of how much we break the record by. Right. So that's the end of the article. It was complete fluff. Why? Was never answered. I mean, it's basically Exxon. Just pumped up the price 3 times. That's basically what they said. I mean, you just go down to that. Let's tweet it, shall we? Moron. I call people morons all the time. Hate speech. I did hate speech, man. I did it. I did the hate speech. I said F them. I said I hate them. I can't stand them. They penalize you for calling someone a moron. But anybody in the world right now can go on Twitter and call Vladimir Putin a moron. Anybody in the world can go on Twitter right now and call any Russian a moron. And Twitter's okay with that. You can do that. But you can't use the word moron in any other way. Isn't that weird? Stupid? Shit, I'm backwards. Let me see if they went up. And right now, Twitter will allow anyone to call any Russian a moron all day long. Oh yeah. You can't use the word moron unless you're referring to a Russian. And then it's okay. Nobody's liking my tweet and it's making me sad. Does Elon hate Russia? Yeah, he does. You guys, come on, man. Like my stuff, man. Why don't you guys like my stuff and retweet it? Can you see me? And right now, Twitter will allow anyone to call any Russian a moron all day long. You guys see that tweet? Under my tweets and replies? To Bernie Bitch 420? Maybe I'll attach a picture. Oh, yeah, maybe I'll attach a picture too. I don't know if that'll help. Me and my friend Lisa. Nice. Down at the Springs the other day. Okay, I put a picture of me and my friend Lisa on there. So, you guys, that might help you find it. I don't know. Can you guys find my tweet, guys? And like it? I'll do bong rip. I'll do bong rip if you like my tweet. Hey, Tula. Tula, what's up? I bought my second underwater camera today. It connects to my smartphone, so I can put it underwater and I can monitor it on the phone and see what I'm doing underwater while the phone's above water. You've been on a 2-week vacation? Holy shit. I was just showing people the videos I took. Well, can you guys like my tweet, man? Or you guys find my tweet and like it, or somebody liked the tweet of, ooh, someone liked it. Hey, somebody liked it. Somebody retweeted it. And right now, Twitter will allow anyone to call any Russian a moron all day long. What's the model? It's a Akazo. And it's 4K, 60 FPS. V50 Elite. Akazo. V50 Elite. And it fits in the same type of case that yours came with. Same everything. Everything's the same. Everything's interchangeable. The charger, the memory card, the case, all the accessories, including the selfie stick, and yeah, I gotta take this videos off of there. Or I guess I could just delete the videos. I don't need them. I was just testing down there in the creek. They weren't really spectacular videos. How much? It's like $140 or something like that. With the tax and... You want to smoke, Tula? Cheers. Wait. I need to put in some buds before I smoke. You're done Twitterspheering for tonight? Did you help me? Big Merc, did you just run over and give me a like? Thank you, buddy, for doing that. Did you retweet me too? Thank you. I appreciate that. That's awesome. Twitterspheering in the old Twittersphere. Oh, that little technique worked really good. Got a stem. I don't need. The old twittering times. Yes, are all of you retweeting that tweet? Thank you. And right now, Twitter will allow anyone to call any Russian a moron all day long. It's a good tweet, man. I'll pin it to my profile for you. Make it easy for you to find. Okay, cheers, guys. Why don't they go spill some in the ocean about all they're good for, says Adam Merkel. Hey man, Breonna Taylor's apartment walls matter like 2 of my tweets, god damn it. Cheers. Hey, freaking article, like 3 of my tweets. What do you know? Freaking article. Cheers. Thank you, Jib Monkey. At Jib Monkey. Yes. Yes. Thank you, Nick Brown. Adam Merkel. Freaking article, Nick Brown, yes. Thank you, guys. Very nice, very nice. Independent Left Out News. I found more buds, folks. Do you guys... What's the title of this video? I found more buds, right? Yeah. You guys know I found SoCali Trainwreck, Saltwater OG, and Blueberry. Right? I showed you guys at the beginning. I got these now. So if you saw me running out, you know, now I got all this to smoke from. It's very nice. Evans Garden. We saw Evans Garden. We saw a little bit of everybody. That tweet that I did, if you still support the people you voted for, you haven't been paying attention. 83 likes, guys. 83 likes. 18 retweets. And 83 likes. That's good, man. Man, my mom made lamb chops. Oh my god, dude. They were so goddamn good. Worcestershire, mustard, honey mustard, and honey. And they were the fucking tastiest fucking... I told her, I was like, Mom, this is the greatest thing you've ever cooked. She's like, well, you should have the ones over at the restaurant down the street. I said, I can't imagine it being as good as this. We have a serious problem. The world may be careening towards a 1970s style energy crisis. The world is grappling with gravity-defying energy price spikes on everything from gasoline and natural gas to coal. Some fear this may just be the beginning. Current and former energy officials tell CNN they worry that Russia's invasion of Ukraine in the wake of years of underinvestment in the energy sector have sent the world careening into a crisis that will rival or even exceed the oil crisis of the 70s and early 80s. Unlike those infamous episodes, this one is not contained to oil. Now we have an oil crisis, a gas crisis, an electricity crisis at the same time. Faith Birol, head of International Energy Agency Watchdog Group, told Der Spiegel in an interview published this week. This energy crisis is much bigger than the oil crisis in the 1970s and 1980s, and it will probably last longer. The global economy has largely been able to withstand surging energy prices so far, but prices could continue to rise to unsustainable levels as Europe attempts to wean itself off Russian oil and potentially gas. Supply shortages could lead to some difficult choices in Europe, including rationing. Joe McConnell, Secretary General of the International Energy Forum, said he agrees with this pressing forecast from the International Energy Agency. That's it? Oh. We have a serious problem around the world that I think policymakers are just waking up to. It's kind of a perfect storm. McConnell, with group, serves as a go-between for energy producing and consuming nations, told CNN in a phone interview. The extent of that perfect storm, underinvestment, strong demand, and supply disruptions from the war will have wide-reaching consequences, potentially threatening the economic recovery from COVID-19, exacerbating inflation, fueling social unrest, and undermining efforts to save the planet from global warming. Hippie chick, hey, what's up? Drilling and processing our oil and gas sources is probably short. Yeah, we've cut back on that though. So we were talking about that earlier. We've cut back on that. So Exxon and all these other companies have stopped drilling so much. They don't want to drill. They're finding other ways to make money. But you may not have been here when we said that. Birol warned of supply bottlenecks of gasoline and diesel, especially in Europe, as well as rationing of natural gas next winter in Europe. It's a crisis for which the world is woefully unprepared, said Rob McNally, who served as a top energy advisor to former U.S. President George W. Bush. Not only are energy prices very high, but the reliability of the power grid is being challenged by extreme temperatures and severe drought. A U.S. power grid regulator warned last month that parts of the county could face electricity shortages and even blackouts this summer. Our fears have borne out. Former Obama energy advisor Jason Bordoff and Harvard University professor Megan O'Sullivan wrote a piece on The Economist in late March, warning that the world was on the cusp of what may become the worst energy crisis since the 70s. Since we wrote that, our fears have borne out, Bordoff, co-founder and dean of Columbia Climate School, told CNN. Of course, there are key differences between today and the 1970s. Prices have not spiked nearly as much as they did. Policymakers have not resorted to extreme steps like price controls. Were we to resort to price controls and price caps, then we could have shortages, McNally said. When the war started, the West sought to avoid targeting Russia's energy supplies directly because it was simply too critical to global markets. Russia is not just the world's largest oil exporter, but it's the biggest natural gas exporter and major supplier of coal. But as the brutality of the war became clear to the world, that hands-off approach did not last, with the United States and other countries banning Russian energy imports. Russia installed against Western sanctions by restricting or even halting its shipment of natural gas to multiple European countries. Did I say Russia retaliated against Western sanctions? I don't remember saying that. Russia retaliated against Western sanctions. Okay. The European Union announced plans this week to phase out 90% of Russian oil imports by the end of the year. That move has raised the specter of further retaliation from Russia. Great. This tit-for-tat situation has only worsened the supply shortfall in energy markets that were already tight. So everybody's playing into this. It's not just Russia when it comes to this Ukraine thing. Everybody's contributing to making these oil prices go up. We've yet to see how bad this energy crisis is going to get. Bordoff said already U.S. gasoline prices have surged by 52% over the past year to record highs, angering the public, and contributing to the nation's inflation crisis. Yeah, my money is going to some Exxon executive so he can make 3 times as much this year as he did last year. That's why I'm paying more at the pump. Prices for natural gas, a vital fuel for heating homes and powering the electric grid, have nearly tripled over the past year in the United States. Natural gas prices have skyrocketed even further in Europe, though they are well off their worst levels. Putin just brought us there faster. Well, I don't deny that, dude. I don't deny that. You know, it didn't help, that's for goddamn sure, you know? Today's energy turmoil is not simply the result of the war in Ukraine. It is also the byproduct of cratering investment in oil and natural gas, which are depleting resources that require massive sums of money just to maintain their production, let alone increase it. Upstream investment in the oil and gas sector stood at just $341 billion in 2021, 23% below the pre-COVID level of $525 billion, and well below the recent peak in 2014. That's when we started bombing Donbass. Isn't that funny? Of $700 billion according to the IEF. It's interesting. This investment shortfall has been brought on by a series of factors, including the push among investors and governments to bet on clean energy, the uncertain future of fossil fuels, and years of weak and volatile oil prices. Because of the desire to bring down carbon emissions, we have a lot less appetite to invest in hydrocarbons, and that exacerbates, it's that word again, the price volatility and makes it more difficult to resolve the supply side, said Francisco Blanch, head of global commodities at Bank of America. Banco of Americana. Europe was already grappling with an energy crisis last year, and prices for natural gas and coal and oil were high long before the first Russian tanks began rolling into Ukraine. Hey, Margie. People are so caught up in shootings and war, we'll forget about climate change, right? I was listening. How do you feel about the U.S. steps up to fulfill? How do I feel about the U.S. steps up to fill Russia's declaration? How do I feel about it? That's business, hippie chick, isn't it? Isn't that exactly what you expect profiteers to do? Europe was already grappling with an energy crisis last year, and prices for natural gas, coal, and oil were high long before the first Russian tanks began rolling into Ukraine. We were heading towards, I like that, we were heading towards crisis anyway. Putin just brought us there faster and sharper. Europe was already grappling with an energy crisis last year, and prices for natural gas, coal, and oil were high long before the Russian tanks began rolling into Ukraine. Europe was already grappling with an energy crisis last year, and prices see if that works. It probably won't. CNN got this from CNN Business. Matt Egan. did. It worked. It worked because so somebody will see this first, and then they'll look down and they'll be like, "What? That CNN said that?" They're admitting it. I told them it was gonna. I told my mom it's gonna take 2 months before mainstream media starts saying this. 2 months, they'll be saying we bombed Donbass in 2014 with Ukraine with our munitions. We killed 14,000 ethnic Russians. We encouraged the buildup of NATO forces along the Russian border. We're horrible people, man. We're horrible. Anyway, listen, you guys have a great night. I love you guys. I hope you guys had fun. Feel free to retweet all my stuff and like it, man. I love when you guys do that, you know it. So I'm at Nays Garden on Twitter. I'll be looking for you over there. I hope you guys had fun. You guys take care. Bye, everybody. Goodbye. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye. Goodbye, boys and girls. Goodbye. Oh, Hippie Chick said hashtag keep it open. Look at that. Hippie Chick. Hippie Chick said hashtag keep it open. Look at that. Tula says bye. She didn't say hashtag keep it open. Psst. Alright. Man, I'm telling you. Hey, look at that. Keep it open, Nick Brown. Keep it open, Big Merc. Look at you, looking at me, looking at that, looking at this. Today's been a great day in the Trending Nation. And it could be even greater if you all go to Twitter right now and retweet. Europe was already grappling with an energy crisis last year. I'll make that one my pinned profile. I'll let you guys find it on my profile. There it is, man. There it is. It's right there on my profile. Dude, that is a crazy picture. It's got the sky behind and stuff. House Judiciary Committee votes on gun legislation. Mad. Lol. All my videos say mad. Lol. They all say that. All the ones, if you go through, you'll see. All the recent ones say that because I think it's funny as hell. Mad. Lol. Jank is trending. Joe Rogan's trending. Why is Jank trending? Maybe that glass did cut me, but it didn't break the skin. I mean, it broke the skin, but it didn't go through enough layers to make me bleed. Like it just shaved off a a little bit of skin. I think. It's crazy. How many more hashtag keep it opens can I get from the peanut gallery? Come on. From the others. Hashtag keep it open. Play ball, people. Play ball, people. Someone should tell Jank, look, man, we don't want to arm teachers and doctors, okay? We want actual, have you ever been in a hospital, seen police with guns? I have. Many times. Many times I'm in the hospital, there will be police in there for whatever reason. They may have brought someone to the hospital, you know? For whatever reason, you know, you see armed police in the hospital. It's no big deal. You don't question it. We don't want to see a mass shooting. We don't want to see gunfights. We want it as a preventative measure. We want someone to think twice before they'll go to a place like that because it's got armed guards. It's to totally stop it. You know, should I try to type that out and send it to Jank? You know? It's not about shootouts and bloodbaths, it's not about non-stop shootouts and bloodbaths. It's about having a deterrent. That's it. That's what it should be right there. Okay, I'll fire it off. I'll fire this tweet off. Compose tweet. Okay. Here it is. It's not to cause non-stop shootouts and bloodbaths. It's to be used as a deterrent. Like signs that say, don't screw the horses, Jank. Son of a bitch. Nope. It's not to cause non-stop shootouts and bloodbaths. It's to be used as a deterrent, like signs that say, "Don't screw the horses, Jank." Do you guys like that one? There it is. I love it. Somebody liked it already. We're just having fun on Twitter. We're just having some Twitter fun. That's what we're doing. We're doing the Twitters. We're doing the Twitter spheres. The Twitter sphere. You hear that federal education budgets have grants? Yes. I did hear that. They talked about that, yeah, during the hearings today, yeah. DeSantis is trending big time. 47,000 tweets. Holy shit. Rally to remove Ron DeSantis being held Wednesday in Orlando. We'll say gay whenever and wherever and whenever we want to. We won't be silenced by Ron DeSantis' bigoted authoritarian tactics. Happy Pride Month. That's from Charlie Crist yesterday.
We need action on gun violence.
We need action on gun violence. DeSantis to veto $35 million Tampa Bay Rays facility over team's anti-gun statement. He's such a reactive piece of shit. The way he attacks people and corporations and shit. DeFlaccid. Ron DeFlaccid. Charlie Crist says, when Ron DeSantis loses, we all win. Nikki Fried's got 37,000 likes. She's going to beat DeSantis, she says. I wonder what kind of likes DeSantis gets on Twitter, I guess he's not on it. Oh, there he is, Ron DeSantis. Oh, dude. He's got 31,000 likes on a tweet. She's got 37,000 likes on a tweet, bro. Nikki Fried's gonna fucking beat him. If this is any indication right here. Just a little anecdotal. Damn it. $37,800 and $31,100, bro. Hers is older by just a day. No. Yeah, a day older. 2 days older. 3 days older. 4 days older at the most. I don't know how many days are in May. But she's got more likes, that's all I'm saying, bro. That's crazy. I love making little meme shits like this, bro. I'm good at it too. I know exactly what the fuck I'm doing. You guys want to see me make a meme? Watch this shit. It doesn't even have to say anything on it. You know? Here, I'm gonna turn these tweets into a meme right here. Watch this shit. That's it. That's gonna be it. It's just gonna show hers. She's fucking ratioing that motherfucker. You know? I should just type on there ratioed. Like big bold letters. It'd be fucking funny. I wonder what that would look like. Let me try this. Ratio. So it goes from wherever you put that thing from. Okay, so you put it right here. And just make it bold. Make it 72 bold. Ratioed. That's fucking hilarious, dude. Boom. That's fucking hilarious. Dude. Ratioed. I'm gonna put it on Ron DeSantis's lame ass Israel tweet too. There's more people giving her attention than him attention. There's more people liking one of her tweets than one of his tweets. And the difference is on Twitter, the difference is almost 7,000 people difference, and she's only got 289,000 followers. He's got 2.4 million. And he's only following one person. Who the fuck is he following? Casey DeSantis, First Lady of Florida. What a cuck, bitch. He only follows his wife on Twitter. What a fucking douchebag. Was it of the freshwater stream? Yes. Of the freshwater creek, yes it was. I just did a whole underwater video. Yeah. Yeah, I just did one. I just showed it. Alright, you kids, go to sleep. I will see you guys tomorrow. Go like my stuff on Twitter, kids. You guys take care. Love y'all.